Hello. Excuse me. Hello. Mike from Enough Dice. This is Minecraft. Right. I have gone and done. I've done a bit of. I've finished the first course around the monument there. We'll do that one first, and then invisibility, and then water breathing. Put those away. Grab more glass. Right. And I've decided that. Ooh, suddenly a whole bunch of squids. So I've done the first course. I've now surrounded what I've decided is the bottom of the temple with glass. And I've decided I'm going to do each of the corners. And I've made a start here, but as you can see on this side, if I try and bring the corner up, it's actually going to start off with through solid rock. So that's the thing I'm going to have to deal with. So I'm just going to have to dig my way through. And as you can see, haven't just done that single line on it's just slightly easier to do it. Doing the actual corner. I did that actually in the beginning because I didn't have my night vision potion. The reason for that being that I had two. I'd done last time I'd done two sets of potions, which means I had one left. And what I didn't want to do is then get out of sync. So I used the last two, the last water breathing and the last invisibility. And then I felt comfortable in starting from, with a whole new set of potions. So they're all line up. It's really dark, kind of. Oh, if I end up with, I've got one set of water breathing and one set of invisibility, but 3 night visions, then I'm just going to be out of sync all the time. Whereas this way, I've got 3 of each, and when I run out of all 3, I just go and do all 3 again. That's my logic. Slightly anal retentive, but there you go. So I'm building up this corner now. I think this is the only corner that goes through rock or anything. I'm probably not going to carve out that bit of landscape or anything like that. I'll just, when that particular course of glass gets to that stage, just stop there and then resume on the other side. But I want to make sure that this properly lines up, and probably there are cleverer ways of doing it than just hacking my way through the landscape. But I know if I do that, I know I'm right. I know I'm set where I want to be. So I'd rather spend a little bit of extra time and not have to do anything clever, How far? We're not that far away. I thought this temple was a little shallow, but I'm beginning to wonder whether that was just my imagination. I think the top of the monument was always just a little bit below the surface. So this is going to take a lot of glass. I mean, I could work it out. I mean, it is, if I do it properly, it is going to take basically the same amount of glass as if I were to just build the square. Right. If I was just going to build a plane, and it was all going to be level, I have just enough there. That's good. Um, so whatever however far that is from that, I could work that out now if I really cared. I could just do the glass from this side to that side, and then I'd know what sides of the square. Assuming it's square, might be. I don't know that the original temple is in fact square. It could be rectangular. Its footprint, and then it's literally going to be that on a side squared minus the actual square footage of the temple itself. That's how much glass I'm going to be using. It's exactly so. I was just going to make a square around it, but because it's going up. Less glass, I assume, than if I was to just build a box. Maybe, I'm not sure. It's got to be less than if I was just going to build a box, because this is expanding outwards. But I don't think a box would look as good. Yeah. And so I might be putting myself to a lot of extra effort because I think it wouldn't look as good otherwise. But sometimes you've got to do these things in Minecraft. There's what's easy, and then there's what will look cool. Now I've decided that because you can see the underside of the temple with those big pillars. I've decided that I'm going to glass those in and dry that out. Apart from anything else, I think that'll stop guardians from spawning, and that could still be aggravating, having guardians spawn. I suspect I don't want that. Right, I've got about enough time, I reckon, to grab all this dirt, which I'm going to want when I do the other sides. In fact, I might want a bit more dirt than I've got at the minute, because I only just about had enough. And this is the corner that I saved some dirt by going through this corner here. Right, let's get back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20, 23. And I have to remember there's a cabin down there that I want to investigate at some point. Ooh, that's interesting. I wonder why that's happening. Oh, I see. I suspect that was nighttime happening and the whole thing getting confused. So that's me run out of my everything. So that's fine. That's not a problem because I can just nip on and get some more. Right. So I want 1 invisibility, 1 water breathing, 1 night vision. And I want my invisibility to be the last thing to go, and I want my night vision to be the first thing to go, because when that goes, that's going to be my signal to get out of Dodge. So grabbing the dirt, and I'm going to grab this cobblestone. I think, yeah. Ideally, I should go pillage more dirt, but cobble should do. Yeah, so I'm going to glass in these legs, I think, and then dry it out. Oh, I mean, I could keep it. Because I'm going to glass in the bit in the entrance, so this will all be dry. So that, I mean, having that still be full of water might not be a problem. So even if guardians do spawn in that area, it's not necessarily an actual issue. Would help if I put some glass. And of course, I just realised that if I'm absolutely paranoid about, if I actually run out of dirt, I can just take off the dirt I've already used and then go get it again because it's recyclable. Unlike glass, unless you've got a silk touch thing, glass is not recyclable. So up we go. Da, 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 da. I'm hoping that I'm of the opinion that by setting up these corners and having done that first course of glass, everything's going to be a lot easier because I'll just be able to walk along the first course that I've done and place the second course. That's not helpful. Neither's that. Oh, heaven's sake. Placing dirt absolutely everywhere except where I need it. Probably don't need to go scavenging the dirt again already, but seems to be what I've decided to do. Hello, Guardian. Goodbye, Guardian. Whoop. Alright, there we go, grab those. Right, where had I gotten to? I'd gotten to here. And I think the other reason why I want to set these corners up is that there are other folks on the server, and they may, from time to time, think, "Hey, I could just put some glass down." So by making it as simple as possible, where it is very obvious where everything goes, there's a lot to be said for that. They'll just make it easier for anyone who wants to contribute. It's going to be very obvious what you need to do. You don't. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. You don't have to think too hard. And coordinating Minecraft players sometimes can be like herding cats. Pretty much every time I've seen various Let's Plays, and I've been involved in a couple of Let's Plays, where there's multiple people, and there's a moment where we say, okay, we're all going to teleport to this place. I'm the admin of the server. I'm going to put us all in this one place, and then we're going to do a thing. And what immediately happens as soon as everyone arrives at the destination, they just scatter and start jumping up and down and looking at things and doing everything except paying attention. Which is just, to me, slightly hilarious. Okay, so I'm not going to run out. Wait, which way am I going? There we go. I've forgotten how to swim. So once I've done this one, that'll be only one more of these to go. And then it's just going to be pretty obvious and probably rather dull. Just placing glass blocks and hoping I've got enough, but I'll probably have to go make some more because this does require a ridiculous amount. But I'm hoping it is going to look pretty spectacular when it's done. I suspect it's going to look even more spectacular though. I mean, that looks pretty cool, but that's with night vision. But I'm kind of hoping that it's going to look neat when it's all done, and look even better in daylight, where you actually do still have some kind of light and shade. How am I doing for time? Doing all right. Oops, some more down here. So I'll have time to grab this slot, do the last. I think there's going to be just one more of these. Oh, there we go. Completely lost the glass. Should be just one more of these to do, and that will be us. Maybe two. I don't. Yeah, I think it's just the one left. Alrighty then. Grab these bits of dirt. There we go. So that is 3 out of the 4 corners done. I'll do one more and that'll be that. And I need to head back home very quickly before I die. And then when I get that 4th one done, it'll just be fairly simple and brainless exercise of plonking down glass. Just going along in rows. Tucking down glass. I'll also want to pave over effectively the entranceway, which is in there, because the way the landscape has come about. You now can't see it. The way the landscape has come about is that outside the entrance is just hollow. There's a drop, so I'll want to glass that over, then glass over the pillars in between, and that'll be us done. And then it's all going to be drying it out, and that's going to be a long, involved process, which I've not, in fact, fully completed, even on the one on my own set build. But yeah, it's going to be quite nice because the entrance is going to come up about there. Well, yeah, you can see that the glass is between those two, so it comes quite close to this little base here. So make a little tourist shop here or something. Come see the excavated temple. I think that should be quite neat. So that is what the plan is, and we're going to be getting on. I'm going to be getting on with that fairly soon. Just framing the shot so I can get both. You can see both sides of the glass coming in. So thanks so much for watching. Do hit like and subscribe if you enjoyed these videos. Come visit me at lovedice.com. We're also on Facebook and Twitter, which you can find links to on the description of the video on YouTube. And until next time, dig for victory.